All right, welcome back. Welcome to week 4 of Mastering Money Management with Urban Forex. Now in this video, I'm going to be talking about how do you scale in as an aggressive trader. Now, aggressive traders have a tendency of getting into a trade a little bit too soon, and that's fine. But there is certain ways to handle that when it comes to money management. So in this particular case, the aggressive trader has initially activated a trade somewhere here, right? Just like we discussed in the previous trade example, that aggressive trader will be getting in somewhere in here, if not somewhere in here, and initiating his position. Now, just like we discussed the triangle method, okay, you want to go smaller and smaller and smaller the higher you get in terms of scaling in. Now, in this case, since there is a momentum is still there and it's healthy, plus the volume is there to support you, as the aggressive trader is watching this sector here of pullback, nothing yet, it's too soon, pulls back again, and then nothing, not sure. But this red candle that comes in, at one point it was purely green. That's gonna get him excited, but he cannot take the buy here. Okay, and if you do the buy here, obviously, where am I headed? Where is my target? Why? So on and so forth, right? So if you look at the ATRs at this point, let's pull up the ATR. Okay, let's shrink this down. The ATR at that time is 7 pips. Okay, so 2 times 7 is 14. So you're looking at 14 pips of take profit. And your take profit of 14 pips, right there, needs to be at this resistance because that's where you're trying to head, right? So if that is your take profit resistance area, then you need a minimum entry price of 1415 or lower. Your stop loss also 14. Okay, whereas 14 is right around there. Now the thing is with scaling in with aggressive traders, even though that they're getting in at these prices, if things look good, like in this case, the momentum looks healthy, volume looks healthy, right? It's rising, right? Volume looks healthy also. In this case, because you're an aggressive trader, you cannot go more than 50% of your original size. Okay, no more than 50% of your original size at any time. So for example, if you traded 10 standard lots down here, 50% of that would be 5 standard lots. If everything looks perfect in the ideal world, you cannot go more than 5 standard lots. Because of the reasoning of, because an aggressive trader has a lot more to sit through in the market, that the prices can come lower before rising up. Now, if an aggressive trader gets in, remember, aggressive trader also means the greed is high also, okay? The psychological balance of the greed is higher. Again, it's all fine. The word greed, people look at it in a bad way. It's not necessarily a bad thing, or you should not be looking at it like, oh, that is my downfall. It's not, okay? So if you are saying everything looks good here and you're entering, the greed might kick in saying, go for another 10 standard lots because everything is healthy. You've seen it in the past. It's going to go more. You cannot do that. That's the point where you have to control yourself saying, I will have to do 5 or lower. Okay, I will have to do 5 or lower because there are times when you're sitting through this, if you had this at 10 standard lots, what happens psychologically speaking is the aggressive trader whose original position was at 10 and this is at 10, your average price might move to here. If your average price moves up a lot higher, then as the trade sometimes can go negative, you won't feel like you've made any accomplishments along this way when you did your first trade. You will go negative very quickly, and with high numbers, that negativity for an aggressive trader is death. Okay? Because an aggressive trader won't be able to handle that negativity. His brain will go into the negative side of psychology thinking, oh no, what did I do wrong? I shouldn't have done this. And you go into panic mode. And panic is harder to handle for an aggressive trader. Okay? So all of this plays a role. It's not just money management that you have to watch out for, but it's also the psychology based on who you are that plays a role in your money management. So if you're already strict by saying, well, rules are rules, no more than 5 standards on this, no more than 50% of my original size. If things are perfect, preferably we want to go even smaller. We want to go even smaller, 40 or 30%. Okay, you want to go even smaller. Okay. All right, let's now take a look at the video for conservative traders scaling in.